Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine message for Thursday. So I'm going to bring in a powerful one today. The Earth and Sky Oracle by Mystic Moon. This is one of George's decks, so it's really connected with his masculine energy. So what's happening with the Divine Masculine today, please, angels? What do we need to know? Wow. So first of all, this card's moving on top. I've got three cards moving on top. I'm taking them as extras. They're clarifiers. But look at this, we've got the bee. So the bee is the promise of communication, and it's the message of a miracle. It's the way you receive signs from the universe that you are about to receive a miracle. And the miracle is coming into your life. And I feel this is your Divine Masculine showing you that he is returning into your life and he's going to pollinate you. In other words, what they're really showing me is, say I'm wearing this flower today. Everything happens for a reason. The masculine is going to come and pollinate this flower. And this is your heart space. Okay? This is your heart space. The cards are falling over. One's just jumping out there. So the masculine wants to pollinate your heart. That means they want to speak from their heart. They want to make your heart sing. They want to make your heart full. But to do that, they have to work on their own self. And the bee is this symbol of what's ahead, this miracle, this sweetness, this power. It says coexist in peace. So the masculine wants to have a relationship with you that's very peaceful. And they want to coexist with you in peace. They want to be with you. They want to cooperate. They want to compromise. They want to connect. They want to communicate. It's all about the CO. That's what they're telling me. And they become the CEO of their own life. You know, the CEO of their own company is their own life, their lifestyle, the changes they make. So he wants to coexist in peace with you. He wants to communicate in peace. He wants to compromise with peace. He wants to connect with you in a peaceful way. And that's the miracle that's coming in. It says manifest in abundance. So he also wants to manifest a wonderful future with you. A future where it's free and safe and secure and wonderful. And he can't give that to you while he's still stuck in fear, while he's still clouded in fear, insecurity, doubt or illusion, while he's still stuck in a karmic toxic situation or, stuck in his own head. So he's becoming free. He's looking for the positive now instead of the negative. Teamwork and productivity. And I love that because we got the ant coming out the other day. And the ant is about teamwork, cooperation. So he's starting to work as a team with his guides and his angels to see the truth, to make decisions and find solutions. And that will be productive. You're going to see results. So he's showing you that you're about to receive this miracle. And it says strong work ethic. So the strong work ethic is showing you he is doing the work. He's more motivated now to this journey. He's more kind of connected with this journey. And he's making this union and this relationship with you a priority in his life. He may also be working hard on his finances to get things right in the material world or in the material way so he can offer you a stable future. And he's working hard. The bees are hard workers. And sometimes they struggle to get off the ground because they've got big bodies and small wings, but they always move up and away. So it's showing you it may be taking time, but it's going to be worth it. And we've got Jupiter. Wow. Jupiter says the planet of prosperity, mental expansion, spiritual and belief systems, good fortune and travel. So again, this is really powerful because it's saying good fortune is coming into this connection. Luck. That's why the feminines, you've been seeing ladybirds. You may have been seeing shamrocks or things that show you that luck is on your side. And travel, movement, change, making changes, wanting to move towards you in a physical way. If there's distance between you, coming to you, taking the driving seat of his life. That's so powerful for my Divine Masculine who's recently learned to drive and, he's out on an adventure. He's coming home today. So another big sign that they're coming home today. They're realizing things today. And we've got spirituality and belief systems. So their spiritual, connection with you and their spiritual senses and their understanding that's changing now. They're waking up from the matrix is also challenging their belief systems, programming, conditioning, things they've grown up with and believed for so long. Mental expansion. So he's expanding his mind, he's expanding his, mental awareness, his understanding of this journey, and he's becoming more aware of who he is. So the planet of prosperity is saying sometimes there's turmoil and chaos to move you where you're meant to be. Now, I've also got 3 clarifiers here. We've got the dragons. So dragons are about removal. Dragons work very closely with Archangel Nathaniel, with Lord Ganesh to remove obstacles out of the way. The dragons can blast things away with their breath, which moves things out of the way, or they can, be very graceful in the way they are, the way they fly. And, think about in the Game of Thrones, you've got that powerful lady who is, the power of, she expands her mind and she kind of harnesses the power of the dragons. So this is what you have within you, the power to harness, any struggle or fear you're going through. You're rising above things. So the masculine is saying to you, sometimes I rush in and I do things without thinking. Sometimes I say things without thinking, but it always creates the way. So the dragon is saying the masculine is very powerful, and sometimes he's selfless because he thinks he's protecting you by staying away from you or by being silent while he's in the energy of fear or struggle. He doesn't want to drag you into drama or negativity. He doesn't want to get you involved in his karmic situation. So you may think he's being selfish and he's putting his own needs first and he's not caring about you, but in spiritual truth, he is quite selfless when it comes to you. Honest and direct, and he can be very honest sometimes and very direct with the way he does things. Other times he can hide away and do things in an indirect way because the way is being made. It says good fortune and luck, there it is again, quick-tempered and tyrannical. So the masculines can do things quickly, like they can block you quickly, they can go silent quickly, they can lash out quickly, but it always creates the way because, the masculines then go within to process, to understand, to learn. So he's apologising to you for sometimes doing things in a way that you don't understand, a way that you may misinterpret as selfish when he's actually doing it in a selfless way. Remember, the masculine is innocent in spiritual truth. He is your greatest teacher. And he is teaching you to let go of control. He's teaching you to understand that this love is so much more than just a physical love. It's spiritual. When the masculines are silent, you learn to communicate in other ways. You learn to interpret the signs that you see and connect with source and to give back to you and nourish your own self. And we've got the air, mental activity. And they're giving me anxiety, creating activity. So there's things going on in his head right now. He may seem cool, he may seem indifferent or silent, but inside his head, he's going through a lot of mental activity. Decisions, solutions, changes. Blowing hot and cold. So, your masculine is saying, I know I may seem to be blowing hot and cold, but I'm actually working through all the stress in my mind. Forward movement. So the angels are assuring you here that even if he's blowing hot and cold, if he's communicating with you 1 minute, showing you love, being open, and then he's backing off. He may be, being quick-tempered, angry. He may be shutting down on you. It is actually moving it forward. Sometimes the masculines take a step back to take 2 steps forward. An intellectual conversation. So, you are going to have these conversations that are very interesting and exciting in a spiritual way. And he's having conversations right now with his own self, with his guides, with his angels to open himself up. And they're giving me a block in the throat chakra, the need to burp and speak at the same time, which is about expressing fears and talking about the future. And I feel he's very excited right now about his future. And that's why there's so much chaos going on in the world, because it's just showing you what's happening within. That the way is being created to move forward. We've got the raccoon and the panda, and I love this because we had the panda coming up the other day. It says, peaceful problem solver. So sometimes the masculines have to be very quiet and silent to find that solution. a peaceful problem solver. It may not be very peaceful for you, Divine Feminine, because you're in fear over if they're returning, what you've done wrong, and you're learning, remember, in those moments to not take it personally and to give back to you. But he's showing you here that he has to go inside himself and go in his cave in a way, go into solitude to find the problem and solve it. See both sides. So you're being reminded again here to have compassion, to understand, to try and see it from their point of view. And we've got this powerful energy that says create balance or crave balance, creates personal sanctuary. So the masculine creates a personal sanctuary when he goes within himself to create balance, because that's what he needs in that moment. That's what he's craving. So he can also see both sides, both points of view. So he's letting you know that he is understanding what you feel and what you go through and what you need. And that's another reason he goes away, until he can give you that miracle. And the raccoon is also about rebirth, new beginnings, change. It says trickster and thief. So you may feel he's tricking you when he's been hot and cold, or he's thieving you of your love, or you may think that, the universe is punishing you in some way. Why aren't you receiving what you want now? When you've been reminded to trust in divine timing. He's not meaning to be a trickster. He's not meaning to be a thief. They're giving me the energy of the Seven of Swords, where you don't know what he thinks or what he feels. He's hiding away. But he's doing that because he's trying to protect your energy. Clever and resourceful, masks and disguises, warning signs and red flags. So he's letting you know that mask is coming off. He wears many masks and he wears many disguises. He's different with his work colleagues than he is with his karmic partner. He's different with you than he is with other people. So he's letting you know he acts differently in different situations, but you see through it all. You see through it all. So what he's doing in his real world right now is really a disguise. It's illusion. It's a mask. And he's receiving all the warning signs and red flags that he needs to change. And he has to go within to understand that. And when you're giving too much to your twin, or you're stressing too much about it, because the warning signs come to you. The red flags go off in you. You feel tired, drained, exhausted. You're being guided to give back to yourself. So the message today is pollinate your own self. Give back to your own self. And I talked about that in the Divine Feminine message, because the masculine is going through huge change right now to move forward. And they're showing me like the Jupiter. Is Jupiter the planet with the red eye? Okay, well, that's what they're showing me, that red eye, or that storm, which moves things around. But I feel this is like the red eye. It comes in slowly and at night, the red eye plane. This is about your masculine moving to you slowly but steadily and surely, because slow and steady wins the race. So the B is the ultimate card here. These are just clarifying cards, other things he's going through, mental anguish. He's going within to process, to understand, to, because he doesn't want to seem like he's a trickster. He doesn't want to wear a mask. He doesn't want to be that person. So he goes within, to heal all of that. And the dragon is showing you the way is being made, but the B is ultimately showing you he's moving forward. So the B is the promise of communication, but also the promise of the miracle ahead. So the big message for you, Divine Feminine, is to be patient, and Divine Masculine, allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, go through what you're going through in your own way. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.